morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Dhakal. The top stories first. Government confirms over 4,300 new cases of coronavirus. Number of active cases rises above 26,000. Health experts warn public about second wave of coronavirus. Government directs hospitals to close OPD service. Prohibitory order sparks mass exodus. Passengers flock to bus park to head back home. Second wave of the virus causes havoc in India. Delhi builds makeshift funeral pyres as death toll climbs. And Benzema salvages draw for Real against Chelsea, becomes the joint fourth highest scorer in Champions League. The government yesterday confirmed 4,364 new cases of coronavirus across the country. The number of daily infections was 3,442 a day ago. An additional 160 people tested positive for coronavirus through antigen testing. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 307,925, while the number of active cases has increased to 26,225 from the overnight tally of 22,434. According to Ministry of Health and Population, altogether 278,506 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country so far. The death toll from coronavirus has climbed to 3,194 following the deaths of 18 more patients yesterday. Nepal is currently among the top 53 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 32.92 million confirmed cases, followed by India with over 17.98 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 149.31 million people across the world and claimed over 3.14 million lives. Health experts have warned that the second wave of coronavirus is more dangerous than last year's strain. According to doctors, the public has not given much attention to prevention of the disease. They warn that this could lead to a chaotic situation in the near future and have advised one and all to strictly follow health protocols set by the government. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health and Population has directed all hospitals to close down outpatient department treatment for some days. Writing a letter to all hospitals on Tuesday in the wake of second wave of COVID-19, the ministry directed the hospitals to postpone the OPD treatment and elective surgery service to ease the management of COVID-19 patients. Joint spokesperson at the ministry, Dr. Samir Adhikari, informed that the hospitals were, however, asked to continue emergency services. Deputy Prime Minister Ishwar Pokhrel has directed the government hospitals to ensure people-friendly service. At a meeting with chief of 4 big government hospitals located at constituency number 5 of Kathmandu yesterday, DPM Pokhrel said the poor people have huge trust on government hospitals, so the hospital service should be improved, he added. Discussions were held on services being provided by the TU Teaching Hospital, Kanti Children Hospital, Gangalal Heart Center and Nepal Police Hospital. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. A large number of passengers going home from Kathmandu have thronged to the bus park in Gongapu ahead of the week-long prohibitory order to be enforced in the valley. The prohibitory order will come into effect from tomorrow midnight and is aimed at breaking the chain of coronavirus infection that has rapidly spread in the recent days. A joint meeting of the chief district officers of Kathmandu, Bhaktapur and Loitpur on Monday decided to shut down everything except essential services. With the decision of the administration, the public vehicles heading to their destinations in the districts have become crowded. Likewise, the passengers for the long routes have complained for unavailability of tickets to return to their home. Such a problem was reported due to limited number of vehicles for the long routes. And now the news from the economic front. Minister for Foreign Affairs Pradeep Giwali has said that the enhanced regional and international assistance was inevitable in its efforts to effectively respond to the coronavirus pandemic. In his virtual address to a conference attended by Ministers of Foreign Affairs of Afghanistan, Bangladesh, China, Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka yesterday, he underlined the need for enhanced level of regional and international cooperation towards revitalizing and recovering the COVID-19 battered economy. During the conference, Chinese State Council member and Minister for Foreign Affairs Wang Yi announced medical aid and appliances worth amounting to 5 million Chinese yuan as part of its additional grant to Nepal, shared Nepal's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. Crematoriums in the Indian capital Delhi have been forced to build makeshift funeral pyres as the city runs out of space to cremate its dead. Staff are working around the clock while parks and other empty spaces are also being utilized for cremations. Families have had to wait hours before being allowed to cremate their dead due to the rise in demand. According to BBC, deaths have been surging in India as a second wave of infection devastates the country. The rising number of deaths has left crematoriums in urgent need of space. Officials are also looking for additional space near the city's Yamuna riverbed. A worker at the crematorium, which originally had capacity for only 22 bodies, told the Hindu newspaper that they are operating continuously from early morning until late midnight. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Chelsea produced a composed performance to secure a fully deserved draw against Real Madrid in the first leg of the semi-final match in the Champions League. According to BBC, the crucial away goal to put themselves in a promising position as they return to Stamford Bridge in 8 days' time for the second leg. Chelsea overran Madrid in the early stages and were ahead after only 14 minutes when Christian Pulisic kept his cool to steer home a clever finish. Real were on the ropes, but danger man Karim Benzema brought them back into the game with a brilliant equalizer in the 29th minute. Benzema's 71st Champions League goal makes him the joint fourth highest scorer in the competition. The winner will face either Manchester City or Paris Saint-Germain in Istanbul on 29th May. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Government confirms over 4,300 new cases of coronavirus. Number of active cases rises above 26,000. Health experts warn public about second wave of coronavirus. Government directs hospitals to close OPD service. Prohibitory order sparks mass exodus. Passengers flock to bus park to head back home. Second wave of virus causes havoc in India. Delhi builds makeshift funeral pyres as death toll climbs. And Benzema salvages draw for Real against Chelsea, becomes the joint fourth highest scorer in Champions League. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website, janatasamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to follow government directives of the lockdown and follow healthy hygienic practices to keep safe from any infection. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.